Hello guys, how are you guys doing and how is everything? Today I want to share a dream or a testimony that happened to me before of my death experience. This is part of the dreams that I had when I was in the hospital, but this I didn't record this, but God says, God reminded me that there are certain things that I have to kind of record down because, I said I'm going to kind of record all my story down because I need to put all down so I can come back in the future and listen to it, and probably for my children or my great great grandchildren, because my story absolutely is a testimony for all my future generation to kind of come back to remember and kind of break free from the chains, from a kind of breakthrough, a kind of story, a kind of story of my being different, because it's something that I'm also kind of waking up to. So I have to say, I have here listed eight kind of topics, but the first one that kept coming up, because even yesterday, today is 19 or 20, no, hold on. Today is 19, and yesterday I received also a video that the first thing that absolutely came out said in the video is the same thing that I already wrote down that I have to create a video on. So this is the dream that I had. It was years back, even before I ever thought of traveling out of my country. So in this dream, I remember that I was in front of a ladder. It was a very, very high ladder. The ladder was long from the earth, from the ground to the sky, and into the clouds. So, because I looked up and I saw that it was very, very high. It was also, I was afraid of the height, but at the same time, I saw myself climbing up the ladders, one after another, and I got as high as possible into the sky, into the clouds, and out of the clouds. So I found myself out of did all the stair, up did the stairs of the ladders into the cloud, and out of the cloud at the end of the ladder at the other side. So I was stand there. There was nobody. I didn't see anybody, but I was stand in a place that I don't even know where I was. But remember, I was in the hospital sick, but I was just having dreams, different dreams. All the dreams I had was in that hospital where I was admitted. I had all the dreams, all the revelations at that time. I didn't know how long I was in the hospital for, probably days or week, I don't know. But all the dreams I had was at that point, and I still remember them. But just this I did not say in the other videos that I already posted. So when I was on the other side of the ladder, I didn't see anybody. There was nobody. But it was a place that I don't know where it was. A place that I don't know where it was. So later I found myself inside a house. I already said something of this that I'm about to say in some of my videos that I already posted. So I found myself inside the house. It was a very giant place. The tables were very, very giant, very, very big, and the place, everything that was there was all of gold. Everything was all of gold. Then at another point again, I found myself in a very big library. As I said, I already said this in one of my video posted before. I found myself in a very big library, and I was kind of going through all the books, just looking. It was a very big, big, huge, and giant library full of books. It was so big that there's no way I could even think of reading all of the books there. It was just so huge. So that was the dream that I had at that concerning the ladders and where I saw other things, but I already said it in some of my videos that I already posted. So, yes, I woke up. I don't even know if I woke up because I had lots of dreams again. So, this is just a dream. I'll stop with that one. Years passed, I traveled out of my country. I came to where I am now. I created my life, my family, everything, but I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay. Please, I would love you to kind of listen and give me the, chance to make you understand where I'm actually going. So years passed. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I knew there was something wrong, but I was feeling not comfortable, not okay, because there was something in me. There was a heavy sensation, a kind of strange sensation that I don't know if other people feels it or not. But I just kept on going. I kept on living my life until one day, my families were talking, they were laughing, they were having fun, they were talking to me, I respond to them. Until one day I just found myself, walking towards the television. I took the remote, I just went on YouTube in search of something that I don't even know what I was searching for. I just searched, I typed this word, I typed the historical story of the ancestor, the ancestor of the village of my parents. My parents, they come from a village. So I wrote the historic story of the ancestor of the village of my parents. They are from the east. So that was what I wrote, and immediately came out a story, a lot of story, but one I went on one, and that one I opened it, and what I read really, really shocked me, because the story was, as I was reading the story, I was kind of shaking inside me because what I was reading was so strange. And the story was that the ancestor of my parents, the village of my parents, the ancestor was a man that ran away from his brother because he ran away for his life, fled for his life because the brother wanted to kill him. So he settled in the east. He settled in the east, and from there he started creating his own family. He had his children, he got married, maybe to more wife, I don't know, because in the past, that is usually what happened. He had his children, he had his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. They settled there and they started living their life. And they blended with the people that were already there. They blended so much that at the end, the temperature was hot, that the temperature was hot, and they were blended together in the sense that the temperature there changed even their color. They blended with the people, the children, the grandchildren. They got married to the people that were there. They became part of that place. So that was what I was still reading, but at the same time, my family needed my attention, so I had to stop because I have to go to the supermarket. So I stopped, thinking when I'll come back, I will read all over again. But when I came back, excuse me, I searched for it, I couldn't found it again. But at the same time, I knew what I read and I understood every single thing I read. That man fled for his life. From his brother that wanted to kill him. He settled there with his family, this and everything. So at that time, so after getting to that point, I started thinking that probably I have to write what I read in some Christian channels. So maybe they can explain to me who is anybody that kind of fled for his life because the brother wanted to kill him. But I didn't write. I said one day this story will come out. So gradually, after years passed again, after reading what I read, years passed again, I started kind of going around, and gradually, after lot of years, I started receiving stories of prophets in the past, ancestor, Isaac, Jacob, and the dream and the story of Jacob came up, yeah, Esau, Cain, Abel. So I was kind of following all this story to kind of connect the story of my dream, or my dream, and the one I read, the ancestor of the village of my parents. So I was trying to see if there's somebody in the Bible that kind of connects to that story. I went to the Bible and I read, I got a lot of notifications of stories of Jacob, Isaac, Esau, Cain, Joseph, Abraham. I read all their story, trying to see the one that probably fit into the story of a man that had to fled for his life because the brother wanted to kill him. So the only person that I can connect to that story is Jacob. So that is what I just came out with. That is the only story that connects to that man that fled from his brother after what he did for the fear of his life. So that was that. And after that, I started receiving again a lot of story about Jacob, his dream when he laid down to sleep on the stone. He saw the ladder, angels coming up and down, and that was the same thing I saw. But I went up the ladder. I went to the other side of the ladder, and I went into the house, things like that. And the story of the man also in the east that settled there and blended there and had his future and everything here. I wrote something here. I'll wait a little. So the reason for this video that I am sharing and recording it for my own future is just because, with everything that has been going on with me, that I've been experiencing, all the dreams, all the visions, and all the stories that happened to me in the past, I got to a point that I became so curious that I really wanted to know who I was and where where I came from, and why am I seeing or having all this dream and every single thing that is happening to me. And now a lot of things is still happening to me that kind of still gets me thinking. I know who I am. I know who I am at this point, but who truly I am? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I in the eyes of God? That is my question now. I know who I am. I am a child of God. I am special. There is something in me. Yes, there is something in me, but I really want to know fully exactly what is that thing in me. But I know with time, God will reveal everything. That is it. And apart from the story of Jacob, that kind of that I think that Jacob, maybe, probably, he is my ancestor because from what I read, and I never found that documentary again. I kept on writing and writing, writing different kind of historic ancestor of my parents' village. Nothing is coming out, but I think Jacob can be my ancestor, don't, I'm not sure. But at the same time, I have seen a lot of other ancestors, I have seen myself stand in front of pyramid. I have seen myself with mermaids. I have seen myself in the war of the Israelites. I have seen myself in the war of the West cowboy. I have been to a lot of place, even without me knowing. Not a dream, not a vision. I was on holiday one day. We took a boat, we went in the middle. We kind of rolled the boat to the middle of a place where it's not possible that somebody can swim there. And, behind who was rolling the boat, I saw somebody in the middle of the sea waving, saying hi to me. I kind of look around. It's not possible. So by the time I start telling to this person, look, there's somebody behind you. This person said it's not possible. And when this person turned, there was nobody, but I am sure of what I saw. So I have seen a lot of things. I have been to a lot of places in the dream world, but I am in search of my ancestor. So, and this is what I just want to share. This is the first topic because here, the first one I wrote here is the ladder. And yesterday, for the confirmation again, I got the same confirmation from a video that says that was just creating the video, but there is the word ladder that came out. And I said today, 19th of September 2025, I am going to create this video. Absolutely. And I'm going to post it. No matter how late it will be, I'm going to do my best and post it. So this is it. And I still have some here that I have to say because God says, I wrote everything, the sequence of how everything happened. Some are dreams, some are not dreams, some are not even vision, some are just some things that happened to me in real life that I kind of overlook, we're saying, what is going on, something like that. But now I realize that everything is just to be shared because it is my story, it is my life. My life, to be honest, is the testimony that God is real. God is alive because it is through my story that you can understand that God is truly who He says He is. Because today, honestly, today I thought I am fulfilled in life, that I have every single thing that I actually wanted. But if you ask me and say, am I sufficient with all that I have now? I will tell you no. No. Meaning every single thing that I said I wanted is not actually what I really needed in life. So what I want in my life now is just, my fulfillment with God. That is it. And that is all I'm just trying to do every day of my life. And me cooking, yeah, I love cooking and I love posting it. But at the same time, today I will say clearly that me cooking, the lights all around me, it's not, it's beautiful. And it's not that I have to cook for me to see the lights around me or for you to notice the lights around me. Even when I don't cook, the lights are always around me. This is what I have seen now. The lights are always around me, even when I'm not cooking. Even when I am sleeping, the lights are around me. Even when I wake up, the lights are around me. Wherever I am, the lights are around me. So I don't have to cook to see the presence of the lights of God around me. It's the God is around me, the lights are around me. and the kingdom of God is inside me. The Holy Spirit is inside me. Everything that you see around me, they are all dwelling inside me. So that is it. I think now I will stop because the topic is just about the story of Jacob, the dream of Jacob that he saw the angels descending and ascending into heaven, and my own dream of the ladder. And I went up to the sky and out of the cloud, and I went into the house, giant so, and the documentary when I was trying to kind of understand who I was, what is going on with me, and I found that documentary that says that my ancestor comes from that man from that fled for his life because his brother wanted to kill him. So my ancestor that the documentary said started from that man, and the only person that have a similar story in the Bible is just Jacob. And apart from that, I have seen a lot of things. I saw myself, as I said before, standing in front of the pyramid. I saw ancient numbers. I saw ancient writings. I saw lots of ancient people's face. I saw ancient giant clock. One day I'm going to share that. I'm trying to kind of draw or design things that I cannot explain. I am already drawing some and designing some. I'm trying to kind of draw what I cannot explain. Probably drawing it, you people can able to understand. A giant clock is kind of brown color. It's full of different kind of designs inside it. I don't know what it means, but I am learning because I started receiving a lot of stories about timeline, time shift, quantum shift, a lot of different things now. So I think I have to stop now so it's not so long. So this is it. This is my story. This is my testimony of what is happening in my life. I hope you are able to learn from it and believe that God is real, God is alive, and God communicates through anybody, anything, any means. And most of all, God communicates even through YouTube videos. You just have to understand when He's talking to you. That is it. For me, it is what has been communicating with me from when I started realizing what was wrong with me until today. He still communicates with me through YouTube videos, because if not, there's no way I can say it's not communicating with me, because the dreams that I had, none of the people that create video knows it, but they will create videos of the dreams that I had, the ones that I've already posted, and some that is not yet posted. They will create videos of it, and I will receive videos on numbers, on design, on paintings, on lot of clocks, ancient number, Egyptians write-ups that I don't even know what it means. I will receive videos on all. So who is sending all to me if it's not God? Who is sending all to me if it's not God? So please believe in God. God is real. He is alive. And that is all. I love you so much, honestly, with my whole heart. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye, and take care of yourself and surrender to God. Jesus is coming. He loves you so much, honestly. He loves you, loves you, loves you. He wants the best for you. Believe in God. Everything you want will always come to you, honestly. Don't think of the difficulties. Don't think of the suffering. So how do I put it? Just believe in God, and everything will be okay. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.